Well, I usually like to research before I come to places. I've just stumbled across this in the town of Targoviste. Um, I think it has something with Vlad the Impaler, who has some relationship or is Count Dracula. I seem to recall something a long time back. I don't know. So I'm going in blind a little bit, so I hope they have some sort of English dialogue as well. Oh my goodness. Come into town, stumble across this. How wonderful. Okay, a little bit of reading done. The term they use outside is princely court, and it's fortified, and included in the princely court is this church, and there's also a tower and I guess other assorted buildings. I do understand there were attacks in this area from the Byzantians, wow, look at this. Now this was built in the 15th century, and then things were added. You know, some of the fortifications were reinforced with extra fortification, and yeah, there was some restoration done in the late 1600s, early 1700s. But you know, this looks kind of original, but it's obviously had an update a couple of hundred years after it was first built. How magnificent. Well, I said before that I thought Prince Vlad Dracula had something to do with this complex here, and in fact in the mid-1400s he was the one that built this tower fortress. Just read it now, and the actual tower was restored in the 1800s, so it's quite modern looking, I guess. I'm not sure if he had a hand in the church, probably not. I don't think he was into crosses or garlic. But anyway, he definitely had a hand in this, and by the looks of it, some of the fortification as well. Interesting! I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna take you up with me. A little bit difficult videoing with steep stairs to climb up, but what a nice little view. So I think these stairs are quite modern as well. Have a little bit of a view of the city, hard to see. And over here. And in case there are any doubts as to his nickname, Vlad the Impaler, I think that picture kind of says it all. Well, as I sit under this tree on this beautiful autumn day, autumn has definitely arrived. I've just been thinking, I kind of feel like a travelling gigolo. But let me explain before you jump to conclusions. I went to Turkey. I love Turkey. Moved on to Georgia. Fell in love with Georgia. Romania. I'm deeply in love with Romania. And sometimes I feel like a kid that's on the spectrum that's been overstimulated. You know, the mind is just going so fast, and there's so much to see, and there's so much coming in that at times it can feel a little bit overwhelming. But I'm in this beautiful town about 80 kilometres north of Bucharest, and it's called Targoviste. Now it's spelt differently, but it's pronounced Targoviste, so I'm told. And I had a great time. It kind of started on the train. It was really rather bizarre. I got on the right train, but it was the wrong train. God only knows. I think I was on a slower train to this place, and so the train conductor comes up and starts to question me. I don't know what's going on. And I bring out my ticket and I show him the destination, but he's saying no, and I'm thinking, what? Well, the train seemed to be a little bit late going, I must admit. I was told to get on this train, but it was the slower train to Targoviste, not the faster one I'd booked on. And he wanted me to pay again. Meanwhile, I had about 6 old ladies sitting around the area who were listening, and all of a sudden they chimed in, and I think they were saying, hey, look, he's already paid for a ticket, it doesn't matter about the train he's on. And then the voices got louder and louder, and they went into bat for me. And I'm trying to calm both parties down. I can see that the train conductor's getting a little bit edgy. So he kind of wanders off and beckons me with him, but they say, no, sit here. And I'm thinking, what the hell? So I sat there. He came back a few minutes later. Didn't want to talk, but he showed me something on this pad that said, I owe 12 lei. Well, I thought, something's gone awry here. I wasn't going to argue. Foreign country, so I'm getting the money out, and these old ladies tune in again, and they start telling him off again. And it's okay, trying to calm everyone down. I give him the money, off he goes. And they're kind of not happy about the situation. And then it got even more bizarre. They kept coming up and talking to me in Romanian, and I couldn't understand them, so I'm trying to use Translate on them. And I kind of thanked them using the translator. And then it got even more bizarre. These old ladies, they must have been in their late 60s, early 70s, bring out their cell phones, and they want selfies with me. Problem is, they don't know how to use their cell phones, so they're trying to get it so that you're getting an image like you're seeing now. So I grab the phone, I take some photographs, and then just to feel like I'm doing the right thing, I've got photographs with them, and there was quite some discussion, there was some hilarity, and the whole journey was just really, really funny. So that was a nice little introduction. Though these women came from Targoviste. I can't get my tongue around that. And then since I've been in this town, it's been really, really lovely. It's a small town. Yesterday I went to get something to eat, and got a kind of a chicken, kind of, it's not a pastry, almost bready type thing. And the lady gave me a cheese one. She said, this is a gift from me. Thanked her very much. Also went back for breakfast this morning. Found the most awesome coffee shop ever in the whole of Romania, and just amazing. I had one espresso, I had to have a second, and then I started talking to the young guy, and all of a sudden he's saying, try this, it's Ethiopian. And I tried to pay him. He said, no. People have been really friendly. I must admit, my
first two sort of encounters with Romanian people, they were a little bit stoic, and that was going through immigration, and there was a lady in the supermarket who was really quite, I would say, rude, but yeah. But since then, just wonderful people, and I know I'm prattling, but you know, I think Turkey's been the biggest contrast, because, you know, whilst Romania and Georgia are so very different, they share that similarity with the church, with Eastern Orthodox sort of tradition, and but the churches are quite different here. So yeah, I wonder what's going to happen next. It's just like overstimulation, as I said before, for somebody who's on the spectrum, which I sometimes think I am on the spectrum, but I do get a bit hyper. But anyway, I just wanted to share a few words of reflection. God, it's gone on for 6 minutes. I think it's worth listening to. If you've turned off by now, well, you're not listening to any of this. I'm going to finish. Catch you later. Bye bye.